Hey guys, my name is Mike Munzing with Munzing Mortgage Group. For another week, I want to remind you, I know I sound like a broken record, but go over to my website, www.mikemunzing.com. Be sure and pull up the weekly rate sheet. Now that's important to take to the open houses. I like to point this out. I want to encourage you because it's important to have the latest information on what's going on with the rates and pull up some other market reports, have good information out at your open house so you can spark the conversation with the buyers who come in. A lot of buyers out there driving around right now, but just starting off with the rates, knowing what's going on in the market, obviously pull up good information on the area that you're talking about, the market that you're sitting in, the neighborhood, always a good idea. Now to the rate sheet. Once again, I run my own firm down here in South Orange County, and the nice thing is, being a broker still, I run up against direct lenders all the time. You're hearing on the news, these direct lenders are firing folks, they're downsizing. It's really tough for these big, top-heavy companies to survive right now. It's just sort of a dicey market. Remaining a lean mortgage broker, I work with wholesale lenders. I win on rate all the time, so that's a huge advantage to your buyers. I know a lot of you talk to or work with those in-house lenders. They're knocking on the door, they're in your meetings. Don't forget, those in-house lenders, it doesn't come at no cost, and that cost is being paid for by your buyers. Your job, your fiduciary responsibility is to your buyers. Let's work together. My rates are lean, they're wholesale, they're fantastic. Enough on that. Once again, print the report, take it to your open house. Okay, it's been a couple of weeks. We got Stephen Thomas's new report, and the emphasis of his report, once again, it is at www.reportsonhousing.com. Go to that website, subscribe to his report. I think it's $100 a year is what it is, but it keeps you informed. Every couple of weeks, he does a really detailed breakdown of the whole Orange County market, plus the submarkets and the price ranges and the zip codes. So it'll hit exactly where you're at, where your buyers are. Okay, for the report. What he hits on this week is initially the distressed market has really fallen off. I know we covered that a lot, but I really want to drive that home because it is down to only 5% of the inventory. A lot of times the buyers coming out, investors, home buyers, they're still asking, hey, what about those distress sales? What about foreclosures and short sales? They're still asking about that. You as a realtor need to continue to educate them that this is such a small part of the market that it may not be advantageous to look for that. So once again, as he puts it, the interest in distress sales continues to grow exponentially even as the market shrinks on that. The distress inventory, of course, as we know, has dropped dramatically over the last couple of years. And as he puts it, the tank is running empty. What I want to do is bring up this little chart here. Let me blow that up a little bit for you. And what that shows is the number of homes that have been placed on the market. It looks at a year ago versus right now in the market. Now the top section there is the total homes placed on the market, and a year ago you had about 4,661 versus now at 4,840. Now this is homes placed on the market. That overall is only a 4% jump. But now we get to the drastic part. If you look at distressed properties, a couple of numbers down there, that is today the distressed 260 properties have been put on the market for distressed versus 828 a year ago, just 1 year. And that is a drop of 69%. Now, because the number of non-distressed is so much larger, that is currently at 4,580 versus 3,833, that combined total market versus distressed, that is an increase of 19% from 1 year ago to today, but all of that is being carried by full equity sellers, which is fantastic for our sellers because they're not upside down, they're not losing their homes. That's a good thing for the economy, it's a good thing for our market to have more equity sellers out there selling. What he does put on here, he references over to my old friend over at Foreclosure Radar, that the estimate is that currently banks are taking at least a full year to move forward on foreclosures. Historically, I would have said that's not a good thing, but it seems to be a strategy that is calming the market, and it's worked so far. So he says, don't expect that to change at all. That the values in turn have jumped because of this strategy. And it says over the last 2 years, what homeowners that were formerly underwater have come up to the point where they're a little bit into the equity side, they're a little bit positive. And psychologically, that does a couple of things. That makes them feel not handcuffed to a property that's underwater, which would encourage them to go ahead and do a short sale and go ahead and kick that property into foreclosure, give the keys back, whatever. They know, hey, I'm a little ahead of the game. Either they sell the property and helps all of us and are able to sneak out of that property and get clear of it, or they stay in the property and don't short sale and don't foreclose. So it also helps their psychological health, but it keeps them from making a jump that otherwise they wouldn't make. Now, actually, as for distressed properties in the last 2 weeks, as you know, Stephen puts this report out every 2 weeks. That has only jumped by 10 homes in the last 2 weeks. Very minor jump. Now for the current active inventory, that's what we're looking for. That's where we're trying to find those homes for our buyers to buy. And that has jumped again by another 4% or 196 homes. And that is up to 5,283 homes in the last 2 weeks. And now demand, as you recall 2 weeks ago, the demand had jumped 31% over a 2 week period. Now we're backing that up with another 17% jump. Phenomenal jump in properties going into escrow, which once again keeps that inventory number under control because properties are coming on while other properties are going off, and that drains, it's kind of uncorking the bottom of the pool. So even though more properties are coming on, they're also draining off and going on into escrow. But that is up 17% or 338 homes to give us a total number of homes currently in escrow in Orange County of 2,381 homes. Now I want to pull up this other chart. It's just a simple chart, but what it shows is the dramatic jump in the homes going into escrow. And look at the comparison to the previous year. Last year was a little bit higher on the total number, but the direction is almost identical. Let's hope that that leveling off doesn't hit. We're right about to hit that leveling off. If it were a year ago, I think it should hold, but I'm hoping we're going to keep getting some upward trend there. Finally, want to remind you that in the back of Stephen's reports, he has all of the numbers broken down. Very nice, very great breakdown, so you can find your market, your city, your area, and find out exactly what's going on. It's a great report. Highly, highly recommend you subscribe to that. Okay, we're heading into another gorgeous weekend. You know, the rest of the country may be freezing, sadly, and we've all got relatives all over the country. But here in Orange County, it is beautiful. So I will be out working. Give me a call, 949-689-5626. Let's get your buyers ready to go. I love working with your buyers. I love working with you, keeping you informed, getting those quick approvals, even on the weekend, getting those automated approvals, getting you a good solid approval letter. Get your buyers over to my online application. Very easy, very simple. I design it myself. Makes it, very, very quick. They get their credit report pulled. Fantastic. We'll get them ready to go. Well, have a great weekend. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless this beautiful, beautiful country that we live in. And call me. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.